What's up, guys? It's the DIY dummy. And at the age of 42, for the first time, despite being a gamer, I'm finally going to be building my own custom gaming PC, and we're going to be using this Redragon Steeljaw gaming case. This is going to be a Redragon themed PC. Let's get DIYing. Now, you're not going to see some of the Redragon accessories because I'm going to save that for the Deem gaming review and hardware testing video. So if you're interested in that, there will be a link in the description down below. Let's get this guy out the box. No. It's always a pain in the butt to pull these things out. I guess that wasn't that bad. No, I haven't done much with this case. It's been sitting in the box for at least 2 years, not doing a damn thing. I kept hesitating to buy the components for it, but with AI prices going up and RAM being double the price of what they used to be, I pulled the trigger. There are some Redragon fans on the inside. And on the front panel here, there is a dragon graphic that lights up in RGB. Not the greatest illustration they could choose. It does have a dragon here. The claws are, I believe those are claws or maybe fire illustrations. But then right here, it has a globe of the earth. I don't know what that has to do with Redragon, but hey, whatever. It still looks kind of cool. Ah, it's stuck on the things there. And here comes Donut. It comes pre-scratched. That's kind of infuriating. Too late to return it now. Yes, very interesting, isn't it? Tub. Got jelly beans in there. We're gonna take a look at the motherboard, and obviously Redragon, I mean, I don't even want to say makes, they kind of just rebrand OEM parts from bigger manufacturers and then just stick their Redragon logo on it. But it's normally just accessories like that power supply, a keyboard, a mouse. But I wanted to stick with the dragon theme. MSI's logo is a dragon. So for the components, mostly I picked MSI parts where I could. This one is the MAG 2790 Carbon Wi-Fi 2 Intel motherboard. It's got Lightning Gen 5, Wi-Fi Solution 7. What else does it have? We'll look at the back here. It says direct 9 phases power design, M.2 shield. All right, it's Lightning Gen 5. We've seen that. M.2 Gen 5, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4. We got premium thermal design, smart button, I don't know what that is. And we got Audio Boost 5 and 2.5 gig LAN. Now, before we really get into building this PC, I want to first say, do not follow this as a tutorial because, as I said, DIY dummy. Second, sorry for not having an overhead camera. I suck. Surprised that there wasn't any tape on the edge of the box. Leads me to kind of believe this used. It better not be used because it was a brand new price. Let me know in the comments down below. You bought a motherboard. Do they ever have tape here? And it's got the static bag on it. I've watched 1,000 videos on building PCs over the years. Even watched one today just to make sure, familiarize myself with how to put components in. Now that's a hefty boy. Tons of stuff in here. Cabling. This should be fun. Some really cool metallic stickers. USB drive. Motherboard down here. Some more peel. And even more. I need to know what all this cable shit is. The processor, I was going to go with a Core Ultra, but through my research, I found out that those Core Ultras, while it's still good for gaming, they're more shit, I'm talking too much. They're more driven for creative, which I edit video and I graphic design and all that, but I wanted something more for gaming, obviously. So I got an Intel Core i9 14 Gen. It's a 14K. Hopefully I don't fuck this up because I ain't Linus Tech Tips or Evan Austin's. I don't have the fucking money to lose. Yep, there's definitely no CPU cooler, so I'm gonna have to buy one of those. This not having an overhead camera sucks. Arrow notch here, right there, and it should slot down in there. Do not force it, obviously. For the RAM, and I'm hoping to God that this RAM is not used, the tape on the top here leads me to believe that this thing was opened at one point. Maybe the box just got damaged. That's not fucking tape that would come from a manufacturer. That looks like regular tape, regular Scotch tape. So I'm hoping it's brand new because I got this for $500. It's a Corsair Vengeance RGB DDR5 RAM, 64 gigs, so it's 32 gigs, 2 sticks at 6400 megahertz. I mean, there appears to be some sort of like weird damage to these stickers. I don't know if that would come like that from the factory. See if I can get that up here. I'll focus it a little. That looks burnt. Damn it. I tried to get a deal and I screwed myself. Let this be a lesson learned. Yeah, the RAM prices are high and you might go searching for a deal, but suck it up and buy the freaking RAM from a legitimate seller like Amazon or Best Buy or Micro Center. All right, scratched case, bad RAM, not off to a good start. Up. Oh. Oh God, it won't fit in there with the fucking fan. Let me take this fucking fan off. Now I gotta take this back panel off too, just to get this fucking fan off. That's going in now. Oh my God, you're gonna tell me that fan's in the fucking way too? Jesus. I got the damn thing on there. We're golden now. It's RGB remote. Here are all the screws. Probably can't see it. I'll do it over here. There are more standoffs. For this motherboard, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 places to secure it, and I put this fan back. There is a standoff here, and then off there, there's a standoff right there, which is very difficult to get to. This Fantix screwdriver, for some reason, these longer bits are not magnetized, so it's hard to get the screw down in there. So after all this fighting, all this difficulty of having to pull things off, I finally got the motherboard in. I got the 2 fans in. The only thing that kind of sucks is that this fan kind of covering the MSI logo on this metallic sticker here on the IO. I'm covering it. Now moving on to the SSD, I got a Samsung PCIe 5.1 NVMe M.2 SSD 9100 Pro with heatsink. It is a 4 terabyte. It says read speeds up to 14,800. That's what a manufacturer's sticker is supposed to look like to seal the box. Let's hope all the other components are not screwed because I'm not going to know until I get that RAM. Assume that this is some sort of heat dissipant right here, this sticker here, so we're going to go ahead and pull that off. slots right in there. And I'm sure we can push that down, that locks into place like that. So this one is the one that goes on top of here, but unfortunately because the drive, and I didn't pay attention to this when I bought it, I should have bought one without this. It has a heat sink on it, so this won't fit anymore because technically this is the motherboard's heat sink for the M.2. I kind of want to take that heat sink off and lay this on top of it. Oh shit, did I break something? Also just noticed it looks like I either broke something here because there's plastic right there, or this was already pre-broke. All right, so I got the new RAM from Best Buy. I just picked it up today. Took about a week. As you can see right there, that is a proper manufactured seal, not that Scotch tape that was on here from the eBay seller. I don't think the eBay seller knew that it wasn't new. I think he pulled it out of an Amazon returns crate and he took a chance. Opted for the RGB one. These RAM sticks are ridiculous. They cost about almost 900 bucks. And I heard you're supposed to populate every other RAM slot. So if I go 2, I'd want to go 4. And I guess if I go 1, I'd want to go 3. It's with the Vengeance facing forward. I believe there's plastic on it and I left it there. On the other one, we'll get that one off. Push it down, it should snap into place. Go ahead and buy a cooler as well. It's a Thermalright cooler. It actually has a digital temperature reader on the top. Here's the cooler. That's going to be the tricky part for me, is like deciding or figuring out where all the right connections go. Oh, it's in English. Remove AMD plastic bracket. I'm not even installing AMD, dumbass. It's in Intel, you freaking moron. Oh, it even came with thermal paste, but I got my own Arctic. And it's just gonna slot in there. I don't know how the hell it's not. See, that doesn't even fit in the hole. Can these adjust? Yep. You had to slide all of these upward in order to get them to fit. Install Intel brackets on spacers with Intel screws. I'm gonna guess those are not standoffs. Those are the rubber things. And I am gonna guess that AMD is red and Intel is blue. And then you got some black ones. What the fuck is that? Where's the explanation? Which one's the 1700? These blue ones. Oh wait, no, it says place LG115X12 spacer from the front side. Oh no! 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 I dropped the screw in there. Please don't follow what I'm doing because I'm an idiot and obviously I'm following directions. I'm gonna guess it's these brackets because these other brackets say AMD on it, but these don't say Intel. I accidentally pushed the thing in. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing over here. You DIY fucktard. This one actually looks like it's on better. I don't know if it actually is. All right, I got some Arctic paste. Now, I don't know if these things expire because I've had this one for quite a while. It's been sitting in my bin back there. I just want to clean off the CPU a little bit. And warning, please peel off before use. Okay, mission accomplished. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I screwed up here. This is not going to go this way. This has to go this way. Ah! No, I don't know if that's enough, if that's too much. Kind of seems like it's fucking slanted. Yeah, I feel like this bracket needs to shift that way. All right, off cam, I readjusted this. It looks a little straighter now. The screws down in there are being a pain in the ass. I tried to get this big screwdriver, won't fit inside the grooves. I had this other one, which is all crusty and rusty, and I shouldn't be using that for this. Won't fit in there either. So I got back out my Fantic. I got this longer Phillips one, and that's fitting down in here, but it seems like this guy over here doesn't want to screw in. Maybe it's going now. Who would have thunk that this could be really frustrating? I'm trying to get this computer together without my woman knowing until I actually pay for it, because if she finds out that I bought this $3,000 computer, she's gonna kill me, especially if the damn thing goes together and doesn't work, because we already had $5,000 on our head thanks to vet bills. And I went and stuck this computer on me because I got FOMO and scared that the RAM prices were going to go up so high that I wasn't going to be able to afford it. I can't afford it now. Fits on there through magnets, so that's kind of cool. Thank God the cooler actually isn't too high, so the cover goes on perfectly fine. But you put these fans on. This fan, for one, is not going to go the whole way down, and it's resting on the RAM modules here. I'm going to go ahead and press the connector in. That's one connector, and there's two of them. These fans chain link together. The fans are held on by clips. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this clip in there. Is it? Oh, come on. Are you in there? I can't even see the hole. This is going to be annoying. So technically these wires should be fed through the back now, and now they're hanging over here. The power supply is a Redragon, sticking with that Redragon theme. 850 watt RGB power supply. It's 80 plus gold RGB version. Obviously smart fan control. It says stops at below 60 degrees Celsius and starts above it. It's 12 volt. And like this. Got all the cables hooked up to the power supply, and because I can't get this hard drive bay here out, I can't get that in there. Like, no matter what I do, I can't, even bending the cables, I can't get it in there. And if you look right here, I don't think these are screws. They look like rivets, and I'm sure they don't come out, so I can't remove the hard drive bay, which would give me enough room to get the cables in when this is screwed in. That goes the same for the top here. It'd be nice if I could get the top part of this case off, because there is a connector back there that I think is for the CPU, and I have the cooler on, and it's going to be a pain to get to that connector. This power supply should have went in first. That's infuriating. All right, hopefully this Fantic mini hand drill is going to get the job done to get these rivets out. Oh, I got movement though. Yeah, it took a while. I was trying my best to not damage the case. Let's get this case standing on its... I was drilling up top right here, and metal shavings was falling down here onto the motherboard, which obviously you know is bad. If those metal shavings take contact with any of this stuff here, it could cause a short and destroy the motherboard. Good news is, fucking plate's out. All right, my current battle is trying to get the CPU connectors in, and because I'm a dumbass, obviously I put the CPU cooler on without doing that, and I don't want to remove this for a third time. I got no choice but to take this fucking cooler off. And we need the power LED. LED. And why does that look like it's not? So I didn't hit record. I decided to open the MSI GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. So you missed the whole taking the plastic off because I'm stupid. But either way, got the box open. We got some cool keycaps. Now this isn't going to work with the keyboard that I am pairing with this. But in the future, that'd be pretty cool. We got that adapter you need for the power supply. I'm going to assume this is the stabilizer bar. Quick start guide. Of course, I'm scared to handle this. But there you go. I know there's a ton of glare thanks to the ring light, but that looks cool as shit. We'll get a better view of it when we take it out of its plastic. It's too big for the case with the case fans in there, and also this thing is going to go pretty far out. I'm hoping it sits up above these connectors, because if it does not and it doesn't sit flush, I think it will, we're in trouble. I can't bend out the stuff here because the motherboard's in the damn way. I've already said it, this card is way too big for this fucking case. And it looks like I didn't pull the right one out. Well, it feels like it's slotted in. It is right up against there. The screw hole is there. The balancing bar, which is supposed to magnetically go right under here like this to keep it level. No, how the hell this adapter works. This on here has like a trash can, so I guess you don't use this. But do I have to hook two PCIe cables into this? But either way, it slots into here, and you have to make sure that you cannot see any yellow, because if it's not seated right in here, you short it, it ain't gonna work. Because I can't, like this cannot, like I put too much pressure on this, it's gonna break this. And this part is not gonna be able to go on there. I just realized that the power supply came with a cable, so there's no need for this adapter, and this one's way more flexible. Actually, now that it's in there, this fan could go right back there. Back there beyond these CPU cables, there is a 12-volt connector, a 2x6, but yes. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 6. I think that's where this cable goes. I had a video connecting all the cables, cable management, but as you can see, that fool forgot to turn on the mic, and he also forgot to hit the record button on the secondary camera. But the cable management looks alright. It's not great, and it may be something I'll fix in the future, but as for now, I'm kind of done and ready to hit the power button on this gaming PC that I built. Hopefully, I didn't screw things up. Alright, DIY Dummy just looked over all the ins and outs, the cables, everything, try to make sure that I didn't screw anything up. That doesn't mean that I didn't. I guess the only thing left to do is to plug it in. And hopefully these scratches here are not going to be there when I pull this off. And they are not. The only bad thing, as you can see, this is the graphics card cable. It's kind of no different than the other one. It still kind of sticks out. It's not as flexible as I thought it was going to be. I don't really like that this is going to be pushing down on it, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. This glass seems to be lifted a little. Alright, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of fucking afraid to hit this power button. I got it plugged in. I went all over the cables and everything, trying to see if everything was situated right. I tried to do everything I possibly can to make sure things were plugged in right. Now, the graphics card, I'm pretty sure I heard the click, but I'm a little afraid it's not seated right, which could be pretty catastrophic. Here goes nothing. There goes. Ah, shit. That's not good. There's a cable there. Everything seems to be powered on. I'm not getting anything on my screen, though. And I'm not getting a reading on the CPU. HDMI up. CPU and memory changed. Please enter the setup to configure your system. F1. Why did it cut out? It keeps shorting out. What the fuck's going on? Is it the fan or? Is the CPU overheating? I want to shut it off so I can get that damn cable there. This has got to shut down. I gotta open this. Well, the thing powered on. I didn't see any shorting or any boom, any explosions or anything. What I did notice is my dumbass left the cable up there, and that is hitting the fucking case fan up at the top. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and go in there and fix it. This thermal right is not picking up the CPU temperature, though. That's the one thing I don't see working right now. It seems to be loading, but nothing's happening. So I don't know how to fix that. And also, there were some settings that I know I needed to change in the BIOS, and I can't fucking remember. All right, unfortunately, my mic's going to pick up the humming from this, but there you have it. This is the Redragon-themed PC build. It was a pain in the ass. There is a ton that I've learned from this build, being my first actual brand new PC build. And from everything I learned, I'm not going to go over it in this video. There's going to be a separate video on the DIY Dummy channel explaining everything that I think that I did wrong, all the steps that I think I should have taken, and just tips and tricks that I've learned from this build. That video will be up. I don't know, but it will be here. There will be a link eventually when it's here in the comments down below or the description. If you're interested in that, do consider following. There are a lot of things that I gotta go fix on this before I make that review video and gaming testing video on this themed PC, and also showing the different peripherals that I bought for this, because it's obviously not going to be this setup. That'll be on the Deem Gaming YouTube channel, so head over there and follow that, and hit that bell just so you get notified when that video hits up. I would have liked for them to both go up at the same time, but that's probably not going to happen. If you have any questions about this build, leave them in the comments down below. If you have anything in the video you want to make fun of me about and tell me I did wrong, because I did a ton wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Also, give me some tips and tricks that you've learned from building PCs yourself. This DIY dummy will see you in the next one.